So I'm gonna give you the best things that I like about the Hummer and some of the things that I've found in my ownership. I bought it in July of 2022, and it's almost gonna be about a year. I have about 3,200 miles on it, and it gives me a good insight into a lot of the EVs coming into the market. What do I think about the Hummer EV? As the little bit that I use it, I do have a good perspective on it, but one of my favorite features of this vehicle, when I bring it out the car shows it, which is I'm at right now, Car Meet, we're gonna show you right now. But if you come here, you open it up. What I like the most about this pickup, this is one of the top, I could say 3 things that I love about this pickup, is how these roof panels come out and it turns what seems into a closed off vehicle into a convertible. So you just take that, you pull it right off, boom, you take your panels, and you can just literally set them out anywhere, and it just makes it like feel like a completely different ride. We're gonna walk out to the other side and we're gonna do the same thing to the other door panel. But that, and you can just park it just about anywhere that you want, which is pretty cool. I'm Frank BALTIERREZ. Sorry for not introducing myself. Usually I talk about how to build food trucks, but today we're just doing this quick little review on the Hummer EV. Let's take a quick peek in the back. I have had only one issue with this truck, and that's been with the battery. And I'm gonna post a little bit of the clip of what happened. It just went crazy on me for one little like day, and not even a day, couple hours. Update on the Hummer with 2,744 miles, guys. It does not start. Look at that. It says service battery fault, vehicle won't restart. Let's try to press that, see what it says. Press brake to start. We'll press the brake to start. Now we'll press the power button, service button, whatever. Yesterday I drove it and it did have miles. Today, service high voltage system, it has 0 miles. 0 miles. Yesterday I went bowling and it had miles, and now it doesn't, and it doesn't even charge. Oh my god, we have to tow it to the dealer. It is what it is. Forward collision system available. Everything is beeping on this thing. Let me see if I at least plug it into the 120 if it has any type of power. My 240 didn't. My 120, 110, nothing. 0. Goose eggs. So a tow's coming up. Sorry, Hummer fans, this going to the back to the dealer. So I'm going to open up the front, which I already did right here with my little keypad. And on the Hummer forums, it said to disconnect the 12-volt battery. So that's what I'm going to do. I said to take out these 3 latches right here, and there should be a 12-volt battery right here, and it said disconnect it for 15 minutes, and that might do the trick. Oh, there it is right there. That's the first time actually seeing it. YouTube actually did tell the truth. So I'm going to unhook this for 15 minutes somehow, some way or another. Oh, right there. And then we'll see if this is true. So if I walk inside, I'm going to see an alert that says, ooh, look at that. Actually, nice. Somehow, some way, some shape, form or another, it's charging now. So as you can see, I have 163 miles. Oh my gosh, it's a crazy truck. Let me see if it turns on now. I'll have to turn on now. Now it turns on. What a truck. I don't know about this thing. I'm actually gonna take it to the dealer still so they can check it, because this, as you guys saw right now, was not there, and now it is. Oh my gosh. But I'm happy it works, but I'm still gonna take it to the dealer so they can check it out tomorrow, make sure that we're a-okay. And one thing that I found in the steering wheel that they're actually getting fixed, one thing that I like about being one of the first edition 1 owners, is that any issues that you have, they fix it like immediately. You're like one of their top tier customers, which is pretty cool. Now it makes me not want to buy a car without having like a reservation on it, because they treat you in a whole different way. And you supercar people that own like these Lambos and all these cool cars, I know what you guys mean now. If we come back here, I wouldn't say this is one of my top things that I like, but it is something that's pretty cool. And I think it's just a GMC thing. You can just have this almost like a little step thing, because it is a very high tailgate. Like I said, I don't think it's exclusive to the Hummer. It's not one of my favorite things, but it is pretty useful to have. The only thing would be cool is if it was a powered, like it powered up, powered down, but I don't use it enough to be able to complain about it. But let's go here on this side. And the same thing. Another thing that I would say is one of my least favorite things about this truck is having the Tesla. You always kind of have to, where's the key at? I think the key's inside. But there's my little Tesla key. But this one, you actually have to press start and stop. And the Tesla, you walk in, you press the brake, and you push reverse, neutral, drive, or whatever. When we come in here, and it's the same thing again. You can take off this panel right here, and again, it's gonna make the whole truck feel like it's a convertible pickup truck. And you can do the same thing in the back ones. So that's one of the, like I said, one of the favorite features that I have about this pickup. Obviously, I wouldn't set it here all the time. I'm at this car meet, so I'm just gonna set them right here. But you can put it in the front tailgate. You can see the inside. Don't mind the mess, it's a little dirty because I don't use it enough to be able to justify having it forever and ever and ever. Why am I selling it? Just because I know that there's gonna be a lot more EV vehicles coming out, and the Hummer has reached almost like its peak of non-deliveries. They had a recall on the battery and they weren't delivering vehicles for a while, but now they're gonna start delivering them. So I feel like it's the perfect time to sell it. So if you wanna buy this Hummer EV, it will be up for sale probably in August. Right now we're in the end of May, just so you guys know. But let's go to the front. I'm gonna show you one last thing. It does have the projector, like a light that comes down, and it says Hummer at the bottom. I was gonna say GMC, but it says Hummer at the bottom, like a puddle light. I bought it with the little, the blinders, I like to call them, because it blinds people when it's out there. And then right here, it just has a power front gate. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what they should have done when it comes with the back tailgate. They should have made it powered like the front. But in front here, you can store those panels that I just took off from the top. You can store it right in here. And then you just press the button. There's like a little button right down in here, and it'll close it just like that. When it comes to miles, how many miles you get per range, right now I get about 400 miles, 360, 400 miles, depending on how much I gun it, is how much the range is. So about 360 to 400. It's a massive, massive truck. 106 is the max speed on this Hummer. How do I know? We'll just say that I know. It's 106 miles an hour. And when you're at 106, this thing with those beefy tires feels a little weird driving it. So there you go. A couple of things, like I said, that I've had issues on was just the battery. I had a little glitch. The dealer took care of it. We're talking like immediately. Oh, and in here, right here. Remember I was telling you guys about the steering wheel? That it had a little issue. So if you take the camera, if you guys can see there, the steering wheel, the stitching is lifting right there. That's just, like I said, a little cosmetic thing. And I told them about it, and they ordered the steering wheel literally the next day. It was here from GMC. Like, this is no BS. Like, they called GMC, hey, the steering wheel's messed up. They ordered it. It was here the next day. I just haven't taken it in to be able to get fixed. But that's something that they were on it like this. So again, a couple of the knickknacks about the GMC Hummer. One of my favorite things, you turn it into a convertible. Beautiful truck, nice and airy. You don't need the air conditioner, even though it does have air-conditioned seats. Frank BALTIERREZ. If you guys want to know how to build food trucks, I show you how to do that from A to Z. Other than that, thanks for getting on my review of the Hummer. One of my favorite trucks to have driven ever in my life. Fast, looks good, and there's not many out there. Again, I'm Frank BALTIERREZ. Let's go see some other cars here. So I got some good news and I got some bad news. I found how to access the Hummer 12-volt battery. It has 3 little dots, 3 little turns right there. I didn't unhook it or anything, but I came back. I went to go bowl because I love to go bowling. And guess what, guys? Guess what? Look at this thing now. It has 163 miles and I haven't done a single thing. The only thing I did was I plugged it in just so you can maybe, I don't know if it was going to reset it or something, but look what it did. So I plugged it in right here, as you guys can see on my charger, and now it's green. It's just on a regular 120 volt because I didn't have enough to reach the 240. But it's back to normal. But I'm still gonna take it to the dealer because I do not trust it now. It might leave me stranded if I'm like grocery shopping or something. I just wanted to go bowling and I couldn't go bowling, but now I knew it had miles, and look at that, it does. 163 miles is what I had on it last night.